At the time, there were a lot of videos about femininity, and a lot of it focused on getting a man. And of course, at the time, I wanted a man, right? Being a feminine woman is to uplift ourselves, to speak kindly to ourselves, to not criticize our every move. It's not my job to punish anyone, and I wouldn't want anyone to punish me as an adult. Get out of the notion that everything has to be a reward. Hi y'all, my name is Ricky Nicole, also known as Several People's Mama. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. I wanted to come today with a different kind of video, a sit down video. As you know, my word for the year is nurture, and in addition to nurturing my home, my family, my marriage, I'm also nurturing myself. And the way that I am doing that is by enhancing and embracing my femininity and increasing my feminine energy. I didn't really learn about femininity until I reached probably 40 or 41. Like, I had heard of it before, but I didn't really know what it was. And at the time, there were a lot of videos about femininity, and a lot of it focused on getting a man. And of course, at the time, I wanted a man, right? So I listened. However, as I digged deeper and, found more people that talked about it, more books and things of that nature, I found out that femininity is for us, okay? It is to enhance our lives, lower our stress levels, make our life softer and easier, and I wanted all of those things. So part of my nurturing myself is working on things that I know that can increase my feminine energy and help me to enhance it and just embrace it and bring it out. So I want to talk about 10 things that lowered my feminine energy. They were like actually anti-feminine and they kind of blocked me from being my true feminine self, if you will. So we're going to talk about it today. If you're interested in hearing about those things that I have worked on or currently working on, stay tuned. Okay, so welcome to the video. So we're going to dig right into it. Are you unintentionally blocking your feminine energy? Well, I was, and in some ways I still am. I am a work in progress. I am nowhere near perfect, but I want to hone in on 10 things I know that I was doing to block my feminine energy. And these are some things that I worked on or that I'm currently working on. So the first thing is rushing and always being in a hurry. Feminine energy is about flow, not force. When you are always rushing, your nervous system is in overdrive. One of the big things that I have learned about in the last few years is your nervous system and how to regulate your nervous system. And rushing puts your nervous system in overdrive. Like, you are like wired up because you are rushing or trying to hurry up and get out of the door. Feminine women prepare. They are prepared. They're those women that are already ready so they don't have to get ready. And I have learned that waking up earlier and also preparing the night before, because everyone talks about a morning routine, but to be honest, an evening routine sets you up for your morning routine. Laying out your clothes, making sure your kids' stuff is done, getting your gym bag together, getting your water prepared. All of those things are things that you can do the night before so you are not rushing in the morning. You want to, and I'm looking at my notes here, you want to slow down. You want to walk with grace. Okay, you want to breathe deeply and be present. I think that that is also something that blocked my feminine energy, because I could not be present because I'm worried about being late, or I'm worried about rushing, or I'm worried about getting stuff done. I am not present in the moment. I'm not enjoying the moment. I'm not taking note of the moment, creating memories and all of those type of things because I am rushing. So rushing and always being in a hurry is something that I have definitely worked on. If you know, now you will know that I wake up at 4 a.m. and yes, it is early. It's very early, but I absolutely love it. And I was not a morning person before, okay? But I absolutely love the peace and the quiet and the solitude that I have by waking up at 4 a.m. and just taking my time, getting ready for the gym. My gym is less than 15 minutes away, so I don't have to leave the house until about 4:45 if I want to get there for 5 a.m. So I have that whole time, you know, do my skincare, listen to a YouTube video. I don't have anyone rushing in my room asking me to do something. My husband is asleep, he's not calling or anything like that. So femininity flourishes in a calm and unhurried state. So stop rushing, stop being in a hurry. Number 2, over giving and not receiving. Now, I have definitely worked on this, and I think I have gotten so much better at this, especially from, I would say, my last relationship. I tended to overgive, and that's just not in material things. Overgiving yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, going out of your way, you know, if they ask you to do something, doing it. It was just too much. You never have to perform for the right person. And I think when we get into the state of overgiving, we are performing, and we are not supposed to perform. We are not supposed to be out there doing. We are supposed to be just being. That's what God created us to do. So many women have been conditioned to always give, but femininity is about receiving, and it absolutely is. You need to, some things you can do to fix that is practice saying thank you when someone offers help, receiving the help, not saying, no, I got it, no, I'll take care of it. I ask for help all the time, and not just from my husband, but from any male that is around me. My brother, he trains me in the morning, and you're supposed to like wipe down your area after you finish training, right? You know, whatever weights you were on or whatever. You gonna be able to wipe that down for me? And he'll be like, yeah, when everything's over, I'll wipe it down for you, Coley. Like, I asked my father-in-law, can you open my Stanley cup for me? I've actually gotten better where I can open it myself, but he's right there. You know, he wants to be helpful, so I let him be helpful. So definitely you have to get in the mood of being receptive to help, and then saying thank you, letting people know that you appreciate the help that, you know, they're giving you, whether it is big or small. Allow yourself to receive compliments, love, and support. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, my father-in-law is retired. He worked over, I think, 40 years for the job that he retired from. He is always used to doing something. He was a manager in his position there, and he's always used to, you know, doing something. And so I let him do things. If I need Riley to be picked up, hey, can you pick up? No problem. The twins, hey, can you do, you know, are you gonna fix dinner? So, no problem. He wants to be useful, and sometimes people just want to support you. Like, he knows the things that I've been through, and he also knows that my husband is not here. He lives, you know, my husband travels for work, and I'm here, and he is my support while my husband is gone, his son. So definitely let people support you, let people love you, let people compliment you, and just say thank you. That's it. That's all. The key takeaway from this is femininity thrives when you allow yourself to receive, and it really does. You can really be in a relaxed and calm and soft state when you allow yourself to receive. Third thing is constantly being in your masculine energy. I think that I have really done well with this one because I was a masculina, as they like to say, in my former marriage. I was the man. Even though I didn't do all the man things, I felt like the man. And I was constantly telling my ex-husband, like, you know, what to do and how to do it and all of those things. I was constantly doing, and I was never being. And doing is being in your masculine energy, if that makes sense. We all have both masculine and feminine energy, but when you are constantly in go mode, you lose touch with your softness, and that is absolutely the truth. When you are rushing, when you are hurried, when you are trying to go, I gotta go here, I gotta go there, you are in your masculine energy. Baby, you just need to sit down and chill. Okay. And that's like, that goes with like the first part. Like, it's not about hurrying and getting things done. Sometimes it's just about going with the flow, however life is flowing that day. Hey, you might be late, okay? Because you had to take extra time to, I don't know, hug your child, or, you know, talk to your friend or your sister or family member, and support them in something, and you're running late. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna just rush and, you know, try to weave through the traffic and stress yourself out trying to make it there on time when you know you're not going to make it there on time? Or are you going to arrive on time, you know, let the, you know, manager know, or whoever knows something came up, I apologize for being late, and go on about your day? That is going with the flow. When we go against the flow, we are in our masculine energy, trying to do and trying to make something happen, trying to get there on time when we know you cannot beat time. That is being in your masculine energy. So instead, allow yourself to pause, relax, and lean into the flow instead of force. Embrace softness, sensuality, and creativity. The key takeaway from this is balance is key. We do need our masculine energy. We're mothers, we're wives, we're businesswomen, we're career women, you know, we're women, and we do have to get things done, right? So we need masculine energy, but balance is key. Tap into your feminine energy by allowing yourself to just be sometimes. Number 4 is negative self-talk and harsh inner criticism. I lead a daily devotional. We've been doing it since January 1st, and the other week, or maybe the last few weeks, I have touched on having self-compassion. And self-compassion means not just, compassion is great for other people, but it is also good for yourself. We have a tendency to be compassionate with others, to, you know, give others the benefit of the doubt, to speak kindly to others and things like that, but we don't do those things for ourselves. And a part of being a feminine woman is to uplift ourselves, to speak kindly to ourselves, to not criticize our every move, to understand that we are human and that we make mistakes, or we might change our mind, or both, you know. So I have spoken on us having self-compassion and us speaking kindly and being gentle with ourselves. How you speak to yourself matters. A feminine woman treats herself with kindness and grace. Absolutely. So replace negative self-talk with gentle affirmations. And every morning with our devotional, whatever, you know, verse we're talking about and subject we're talking about, we always do an affirmation. And I touched on this morning with the ladies, and we were talking, and I was saying that I hope that they are taking note of these affirmations. I am going to be having a PDF come out. It's going to be free, and sending it to whoever wants it so they can, you know, do the devotional themselves, because it was really actually good. And tomorrow's our last day, and then we will start a new one next week. But it comes with the affirmation every morning, and I was just like, I hope that y'all are seeing these affirmations. I have a book over here full of affirmations that I say to myself. Sometimes I forget. Also, I have what's called the Parrot app. It is on my phone. I have recorded affirmations for just different things that I desire in my life, or just to talk to myself in, you know, a way to give myself confidence and let myself know that, you know, I can do this. I record those in my own voice, and then I will listen to those. I may listen to those while I'm at the gym on the treadmill. I might listen to those while I'm cleaning up around the house. I might listen to those before I go to bed at night. That's like the best time to listen to affirmations, when you are about to fall asleep. So yes, replace your negative self-talk with gentle affirmations, and start thinking of some affirmations. And if you can't think of some, Google some. Look for some here on YouTube. There are plenty of videos where you can get good affirmations that speak life into you. Speak to yourself like you would a best friend. Absolutely. I'm always trying to encourage my friends, and, you know, make sure that they know that I'm proud of them, that they're doing well. Well, you need to do that for yourself. As a feminine woman, we should always be encouraging others, but we also should be encouraging ourselves and speaking life into ourselves. A key takeaway is true femininity comes from self-love and self-acceptance. And speaking kindly and gently to ourselves and giving ourselves self-compassion is accepting ourselves for who we are and loving on ourselves. Number 5. Now this one I am still working on. Lack of self-care and neglecting your appearance. Now, I may look nice here. But if you catch me in the house, I'm not always looking my best. And that is something that I'm working on. That was like a key thing that I talked about when I talked about my Becoming Her video, that I really wanted to work on my appearance. And I can say I'm doing better, but I have not done as much as I probably could do. You should prioritize your skincare, your grooming, and dressing well even at home. So that's my issue. I come from the gym and I don't necessarily get sweaty. If I do, I'll take a shower and I'll just throw in some sweats. If I don't get sweaty, then I'm staying in those gym clothes all day, and I don't, necessarily put makeup on. If I have to run to the store, run to my daughter's school, or take my grandson somewhere, I am not looking my best, and I need to do better at that. So you're hearing it here first. I'm going to work on every day. And this is how things become a habit. Get into the habit, or create the habit, of waking up every day and looking my best. At least doing my skincare, maybe putting on, my bestie, Sheena's Fab. Make sure her channel is Sheena D. Cameron. I'm sorry. Make sure you're subscribed to her channel and you're watching her videos, because she gives you great information, tips, and inspiration as a seasoned woman. And she bought a lip stain not too long ago, and I really need to go to her link and purchase that lip stain so I can have something on my lips. I'm used to wearing a red lip. This is my favorite lip. This is Lady Balls by Too Faced, but I think it's discontinued, so you have to find it like on Amazon or Walmart.com or eBay or something like that. I do have some links in my like to know it if you want to check that out in the description box. But this is what, I guess how I would explain it is, I guess I feel like I need to do the whole get up, and I don't necessarily need to do the whole get up. I just need to do something so I can be presentable. So invest in yourself, healthy food, movement, and rest. So I have joined Weight Watchers. I am on a weight loss journey. I watch my carbs, I watch my calories, and yes, it can be a lot, but I see myself progressing and moving toward my goal, and I love that for me, and so I'm gonna keep going. I actually enjoy getting my 10K steps in every day. If you cannot do any other type of movement, walk. And if you can't walk, do a chair video. You can do some type of movement. There is no excuse, okay? And then rest. Rest is something I'm still working on. My body is still getting used to 4 a.m. but still wants to stay up until 11, 12. So I have been forcing myself to get in the bed by 9, whether I'm asleep or not. Just being in the bed and my body resting, it is something to get used to, because I am a self-proclaimed night owl. But now I am a morning person, so I got to get it together and focus more on rest. But I do have the luxury, since I am a stay-at-home wife and mom and grandmom, I do have the luxury of taking a good nap every day. So I do, especially when my grandson is here, we'll take like a 2-hour nap. So I'll get some rest during the day, but I would prefer not to nap as long during the day, because I could get more done. So the key takeaway is, when you look good, you feel good, and that radiates feminine energy. And it does. Like, when you wear that really, really good piece, or that really, really good outfit or cute dress, or your makeup or your red lip is popping, you feel good, and that radiates everywhere that you go. Number 6 is something that I'm also working on: being too harsh or argumentative. Now, I don't think that I am harsh, but I can sometimes be argumentative. I'm an Aries, and if you know, feminine women don't engage in unnecessary conflict. They communicate with grace. So I am two ends of the spectrum. Either I am silent treatment or I am going off. And it takes a lot for me to get to either point. And I guess that's the thing with me. Like I will let things build up, and then it's either I don't talk to you, I don't want to talk to you no more, I don't want to fool with you, or I am going off on you. And so I need to learn how to communicate better. I talked about not punishing adults. There is, if you watch the Universe Guru, she's here on YouTube. I've watched some of her videos, and she was saying that there are natural consequences to everything that you do in life. You do not have to punish adult people that know right from wrong. And I know a lot of times when I get into arguments with people, I feel like I need to punish them instead of just accepting what happened, accepting them for who they are, communicating, you know, my boundaries, because you should definitely still have your boundaries and your standards. And, you know, thinking I need to punish them. I need to let them pay. And, you know, God says revenge is his. And not necessarily revenge, but that's his job to punish people. It's not mine. It's not my job to punish anyone, and I wouldn't want anyone to punish me as an adult. Of course, with children and teenagers and all those things, they need discipline. But we're talking about adults here, mature, responsible adults. And when they mess up, it is not our job to punish them. And so that is what I try to remember when I get in that mode of either I don't want to talk to you or I want to go off on you. One of the things that you can do is learn to pause before reacting, and you can express yourself with calm, soft confidence. Now, sometimes after I have done the silent treatment, I can come back because during that time I've like processed my anger, my emotions, things like that, and I can come back and I can have a conversation. But what we must do if we're going to do that is let the person know, hey, I need a minute to process this, and then, you know, we can go ahead and communicate when I'm calm, or when I kind of understand the situation better, or my emotions are not, you know, making me make a different decision. That's the takeaway from this, is true strength is knowing when to be soft and when to stand firm. And that's true. It's very, very hard not to crash out, okay? As the kids call it. It's very, very hard not to go off on someone. Like you show true strength when you hold your composure, you have emotional control, you are emotionally mature, and you keep yourself together rather than letting your world fall apart just because someone did something wrong or wrong to you. So there is true strength in knowing when to be soft and when to stand firm. So number 7, overworking and burning yourself out. Baby, this is not me any longer, okay? Femininity is about flow, as we've talked about, not overextending yourself. And this doesn't just mean working a job. This means overworking yourself as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as a daughter. You know, we have so many responsibilities thrown on us as a friend. All of those things, you do not have to say yes to everything, especially if it's something that you don't want to do, okay? If it's not something you want to do, it is okay to say no, and just know you do not need an explanation. You are no good to anyone if you get yourself to the point where you are stressed out, you are, you know, emotional, you are touchy, people have to walk on eggshells around you. You are no good to anyone when you are overworking, overwhelming, and burning yourself out, okay? You need to set clear boundaries around work and rest. This is the time I'm gonna do this, and I'm learning this, especially with my older children, my adult children. 3 of my children are adults, and we've had some transitions into, from me being mom to me being, you know, how can I say it? I don't really want to say friend, but I guess we'll just say friend, right? There's been some transition, and like my daughter, now she's a mother, and I'm a grandmother, and she should be like, well, I'm gonna do this, because she's used to just be being mom. So mom, I'm gonna do this. And no. This is the time that I keep my grandson. and he needs to be picked up at this time because I have a life. I have things that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I am learning to implement those boundaries with my adult children. It is still a work in process because my grandson is so darn cute, but it is still a work in process. Allow yourself to take breaks without guilt. Rest is not a reward. Rest is something God has called for us to do. Rest is something that he has blessed us with. Rest is something that he has said to do. He has told us to find rest in him, okay? I'm not a Bible scholar, a Bible teacher, anything like that. I just believe in God. I've been saying lately that I don't just know that God performs miracles. I haven't just seen miracles. I am a miracle. And if you know my story, then you know my story. But he calls us to rest. He says to rest all up and through the Bible, okay? And we think that rest should come after we've done a whole bunch of things, and that's not what it says. Rest is not a reward. You should not be getting to the point where you feel like you have to do all of this stuff to rest. You deserve rest just for being mom, just for being the wife, just for being the employee, just for being the daughter, just for being the sister, the cousin, the best friend. You deserve the rest just for being, okay? So take your rest. A woman in her feminine energy knows that rest is productive. So number 8, we'll be done soon. I hope that you're enjoying this video. If you are, please make sure that you tap the like button. That helps me, okay? And it's free. Number 8, a cluttered and uninviting home. This is something that I'm working on. It's part of my becoming her, nurturing my home. I've been pinpointing different areas of my home that I want to turn into more cozy areas, more inviting areas, more productive areas for me. There is so my husband bought this house before we even met, and we have like a galley kitchen, and I guess the kitchen was smaller, and they had a dining room, and they turned that dining room kind of like into a pantry, butler's pantry. And so we have these shelves, and my husband collects the Starbucks mugs. So he has his shelf with his Starbucks mug, and I want to leave that there. But the other one, he kind of put like liquor, stuff like that. My husband don't even drink like that, but he's put like liquor bottles and, you know, his gin. He likes gin, and he collects all of those from the different places he's been. And I'm going to take all of that out. I'm going to purchase a bar cart so we can have a bar cart. And I'm going to turn that into my little space where I can bake and do all of those type of things. So yeah, I have been, you know, really just trying to turn this house into a home. It was it is still very masculine, and I would love to add my feminine touch. So, and it's not just about, buying things and adding things. It's also about getting rid of clutter. That's something that I'm working on in my closet. Cleaning things, making sure things are tidy, taking care of the things that we have been blessed with, right? And that's our home, that's our space. So keep your space tidy, cozy, and inviting. Add fresh flowers. I love me a fresh flower, okay? I try to keep some in my bedroom. I haven't bought any, and I want to go buy some, but at the same time, I know Valentine's Day is coming, and my husband is good at buying flowers, so I will wait and see. But I love keeping them here, and I love keeping them in the butler's pantry because there's a window right there, and I like to record there, and so on and so forth. So yes, I definitely love fresh flowers. Y'all know I love candles. And light a candle in the morning or before you go to bed if you don't forget to, take it out when you sleep. Put it out when you're asleep. But light a candle just to light a candle. It ain't necessarily that you finish cleaning and now it's time for a reward. Set the mood. Get out of the notion that everything has to be a reward. Get out of that. Like that's a pet thing, right? The pet performs and then you get a reward. We are not performing. We are just being ourselves, okay? You do not need to reward yourself. If you want something, you can have it. I think that as women, we need to allow ourselves to indulge. We need to allow ourselves to be treated well, and that starts with us treating us well. Today, I was gonna go to Ulta, and then I was like, no, I don't really need this. I can make do with what I have. I was just like, Nicole, you don't need those things. You can wait. And then I said to myself, what are you waiting on, girl? What are you waiting on? To make some type of accomplishment and then you feel good about rewarding yourself? No, baby, you deserve it. I'm just being the mom that I should be. I'm being the wife that I should be. I'm being the daughter and the daughter-in-law that I should be. Why can't I go get what I want? Why can't I treat myself without having to accomplish a specific task in order to reward myself? Like, we need to get out of the mode of rewarding ourselves. That's what men do. That's what we do for pets. Okay, we are not performing, we are just being. Okay, so a key takeaway is a beautiful home nurtures your feminine essence, and it really does. You know, we love, well, at least I love, I can't speak for everyone, looking at beautiful homes, aesthetic homes and stuff like that. And we love when we turn our little spaces into that. It makes you feel like, okay. Anyway, number 9, neglecting your sensuality. And sensuality is not sexuality. Sensuality is feeling things with all of the senses. It's, you know, seeing something beautiful, feeling luxurious fabric, smelling good perfume. Like, we are made to feel. We are made to use our senses to enjoy life. And so sensuality is a part of femininity. It's about engaging your senses, not just intimacy, okay? Some things we can do is wear perfume, silk, lace. I'm a lace girly. I love lace, and I have neglected to buy myself lace over the years, so I need to get back to, you know, purchasing me a couple of lace items. I absolutely adore lace items, crochet items. Those are so beautiful to me. Eyelet, and that'll be perfect for spring. I love smelling good. I'm good on that. I have all kinds of perfumes and body sprays and body butters. Love that. We need to engage in more feminine hobbies. And I'm talking about hobbies that you are only doing for your enjoyment. You're not trying to turn it into a business. You may, you know, record it and share it on the platform, but it's not for the likes. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the shares and the saves. It's just because you enjoy it and you want other people to see it, right? That is the type of hobby that you need to find one that is going to make you happy, to bring you joy. For me, it's my planners and my sticker collection and my stationery and markers and pens. I love all of those things. I've always loved those things, but I haven't embraced those things fully until like this last few years. And they bring me so much joy. I love making my planner spread. I love sharing it on Instagram just to share it. I don't get any likes. Don't nobody hardly follow me on that page. Also, I would suggest you creating a separate Instagram account which is only filled with things that you love. My Instagram account has all the planner people. I follow them. I love seeing the coloring. There's some femininity channels that I love, like not teaching necessarily femininity, but showing femininity, you know, beautiful dresses, things like that. There's some cooking channels, baking channels that I love, that I follow. I have a separate Instagram that is strictly solely for the purpose of my enjoyment. When I scroll there, I know that something is not going to come up that I don't enjoy, because I have curated that page specifically for joy. Also on that page, I have nostalgic things, talking about, you know, what we did in the 80s and the 90s. And I love seeing that type of thing because it brings back good memories. Okay, oh, I remember we used to have Cabbage Patch dolls. Oh, I remember when we used to watch that on TV. Love it. So I encourage you definitely to do that. Key takeaway is sensuality. Sensuality is about feeling good in your own skin. And it definitely is. Now, number 10 is lack of joy, playfulness, and softness. We have to stop being so serious all the time. We are entirely too serious. The world is serious enough. When you step into your place, it should be, you should feel playful. You should feel like having fun. You should feel joyous. Femininity is radiant when you are joyful and lighthearted. That is good. Lighthearted. Become more lighthearted. Men do that serious stuff, and I'm not saying that we don't have times where we have to be serious. Of course, there's balance, right? But for the most part, we should bring the lightheartedness to the relationship. We should bring the fun. We should bring the playfulness. I'm always playing with my husband, and he is so serious about things, and sometimes he gets frustrated. He's like, Nicole, stop playing. I'm not playing. I was playing with him on the phone today, and I told him, you know what, I'm not gonna play with you anymore. And he always makes fun of me because y'all know I keep my grandson a few days a week, and me and my grandson are always playing. Like, we are cutting up. Someone commented, like, I know y'all be having a good time because y'all be cutting up, and we do, okay? He's only 9 months old, but he know how to cut up with his granny. And one thing that I say is that we paying right now. We over here paying, which is playing. And so my husband will be like, you don't want to play with me? And I'd be like, no, I don't want to play with you. Anyway, I'm being silly, but this is what he loves, okay? He gets joy from me just being happy and playing and bringing that out of him, okay? We don't need to be serious all the time. There is so much seriousness in this world. Play a little, okay? Enjoy life. Be lighthearted. It says laugh more. I have videos that I save specifically on my phone to laugh at when something is going on and I just need a little bit of entertainment. I just need a little bit of joy. I'll go to TikTok, or I'll go to my little video file where I will just laugh at some videos because they just absolutely bring me joy, okay? And I encourage you to do the same. Make time for fun, hobbies, and feminine expression, okay? A truly feminine woman knows how to embrace joy, and she does. That's why people are drawn to her, because she just brings that sense of happiness, that sense of, like I said, lightheartedness, that sense of joy. And you want to be around that. You don't want to be around someone that's so serious all the time. You know, we just had the Super Bowl and Kendrick Lamar performed. And I know he brought a message that needed to be told, right? However, I loved seeing him in the flare jeans. I was like, I sent my best friend a video today of a man trying on some flare jeans because he was trying to be like Kendrick Lamar. And I was just like, when I was watching it, and I was watching it with Riley, and I was like, does he have on flare jeans? And she was like, yeah, he got on flare jeans. I was like, okay, Kendrick. Like, that is me. Yes, I heard the message, but at the same time, where you get them jeans from? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna have fun with it. So those are the 10 things that were blocking my feminine energy or slowing me down. And again, as you know, I'm working on some I think I have gotten the hang of. Please let me know in the comments which ones that maybe spoke to you, that maybe you feel you need to work on, or maybe some that you have mastered and you want to share with us some tips on how you mastered them. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please also let me know, so I'll be able to I'll know to make more videos like this. And you know, subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with someone else who may need it. Someone else who may have a little block going on, okay? We gonna be on the block ministry the other way. We unblocking, okay? Anyway, I will see y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all.